Yo, what's up? It's your boy Will, back with another episode of Sports Dogs. Here with the fellas. I got my man Rich.
Yo, what's good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I got my man Jay.
Chilling.
What's up, fellas?
You chilling? You good?
Chilling, I'm chilling, Just anxious, patiently waiting for his time.
I had some of that gas before you got on this.
And got me out here looking Chinese. How y'all doing?
Everything's good, man. Can't complain. Ready for these games to start? Western Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes, sir. About time for us to restake our claim back at the top with the throne. It's been a long time, but I do say so myself. How many years? 3?
I believe so. It's 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's too damn long. So about that time. So let's get into this. We used to be talking about the Eastern and Western Final. Let's talk about what happened before that. The 76ers got their ass beat in Game 7. And I'm talking about their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? They went into halftime 53-55. I think they ended the quarter, 58?
I think 68, something like that, to 89 or some shit like that.
So they scored at the end? Nah, they scored double digits in that. Or they scored 10 to 63.
It was something like that.
So it was like a 33-10 quarter, something like that.
For me, it was just.
I don't think I watched the fourth quarter.
I don't even. Everybody. We want to blame Doc, and granted, I think Doc definitely is a terrible coach. I've been to that.
Fired.
But at the same time, like, he deserved to be fired. Don't get twisted. But at the same time, Joel Embiid and James Harden didn't look engaged in that game at all. Like, through the whole game, Joel Embiid was shooting fadeaways. He wasn't going to the hole. Wasn't trying to get no and ones. Wasn't trying to stop the run of Jason Tatum. And by all means, Jason Tatum is the best American-born basketball player in the league right now. And Joel Embiid is number 2 best center in the league. Jokic is number 1. I had him at number 1 for the longest until that last game. I gotta get Jokic. I'm giving it to Jokic, best center.
He's just more consistent.
And I don't think Jokic is not gonna show up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he gonna try. At least try. You know what I'm saying? Like, Embiid wasn't taking no double teams. He was like just fade away. Wasn't trying to get to the hole. Like, just settling. Wasn't demanding the ball like you've seen him do before. Like, that was my irritant with the whole thing. Is like, you can't do that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's killing me. He's killing me that game. And then James Harden just doing James Harden things. They should have won. I think really what happened though is that they should have won Game 6. And that took a lot of out that steam.
Yeah.
Then can we give Jason Tatum just a lot of bit of credit?
Huh?
Jason Tatum a lot of bit of credit because he just went dog mode.
Hey, so could we now admit that Jaylen Brown couldn't do that?
Jaylen Brown can do that. Don't act like Jaylen Brown didn't have 25.
And also, Jason Tatum wasn't like that the whole series. There were some games he was ass.
That boy efficient.
Because he was ass in Game 6. He just had a good fourth quarter.
That won the game.
No,
but that doesn't erase the assness of the other 3.
If that was Kobe Bryant, we'd be going crazy. I'm saying
Bryant wouldn't do that in the
Yes, he has.
3 quarters of assness?
And come back and does it fourth? Yes, I'm quite sure we can
don't
find
put Jason Tatum same sentence as Kobe Bryant.
I'm saying, find that for me.
Game 7, when you show up and you need points and you need to win a series, I don't give a fuck about game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Game 7 is the one to win the fucking game. You drop a 50 ball. You showed up and you only shot 28 shots at that? Efficient than a motherfucker shooting 60-something miles, bro. Nah.
He was hitting. Nah, he came ready to. He was a dog. He was a complete dog. I gotta give him.
I'm saying that's what your name is made off of, bro. Not game 2, 3, and 4. Like that closeout game. When it's time to show up, that's what you're known for. That's what MJ known for.
But if you don't show up for 2, 3, and 4, you might not have a chance to get to 7.
Doesn't matter. You got the 7. That's what
I don't know what Jaylen Brown did the whole series, but if Jaylen Brown was a reason why they got to 7, it's not like you're.
I'm not saying Jaylen Brown's not gonna give you 20. I'm not taking away Jaylen Brown's 20. I'm saying Jaylen Brown's not gonna do the same thing Jason Tatum's doing. That's all.
Brown can give you 50. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He can give you 50.
Not on a consistent basis. Jason Tatum
not as much as Jason.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, at the end of the day,
he can give you 50.
We can sit back and, like, it's just like, okay, we go to Game 7 with the Lakers and shit. Who you think gonna show up for the Lakers? Probably LeBron James. That's like He might not have been the most consistent, but game 7,
You're
you
hoping you're
expect
best
him
player.
to be the best player.
Yeah. Elimination game.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like
He was
JT came, showed up, and you wasted PJ Tucker's 15. Oh yeah, you definitely deserve to get the fuck out of here. PJ Tucker gave you 15 in the first quarter, first half, whatever the fuck it was. Come on, man. The man ain't scored 15 all series.
I wonder if the Sixers are going to break up.
They need to.
Ask you think they're gonna stay together?
Can Davis does he have like an opt out or
Who?
Joel?
I think he stayed.
No, I think Joel's still there, but I think if I'm Joel, I still demand a trade. I ask for a trade because I know James Harden, he might come back, he might not come back. But the fact of the matter,
unless Joel was the reason why Doc got fired.
But the fact, no, they say it's Doc because they're saying James Harden Harden said he wouldn't come back if Rivers was there, and then you got to think Daryl Morey is the 76ers GM, so are they gonna fuck with?
Didn't Harden say he would leave? He was thinking about going back to Houston.
He was thinking about going back. But him and Morey are cool, so that's why they got the. They're saying like that's why they fired Doc. But I mean, he goes back to Houston. He just wants to go back to be comfortable. He's not gonna win shit in Houston.
No.
You know what I mean? He just wants. He's the man in Houston, so fuck it. Let's ride out. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm them, I blow the team up. I let Harden go to Houston. I make Tyrese Maxey my future, somewhat. I let fucking Tobias Harris go. Get somebody else in there. And start over. Like, if you can trade Joel somewhere and get some back for it, then do it. But I mean, how many different people are you gonna trade in there to try to win a championship? It ain't like he ain't had no help. He said when he got traded, me and James Harden can't win a championship. When can I? Then you say, well, we need more than just me and James. Well, nigga, you didn't show up. So how the fuck you need more than just you and James? If you and James scored 75 points or something like that, and y'all got blown out, then hey, I got your point.
Yeah.
Nigga, y'all averaged like 50 together, 40.
No, it had like James only had 9 points.
So yeah,
it was like 20 something.
Yeah, because I think
Joel had like 20.
Joel had maybe 20. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how you gonna complain about the rest of the team and you ain't show up?
Yeah,
like that doesn't make sense to me. So that's the only thing I say with Doc Rivers is like I give him that, but at the same time, bro, it's not a pattern. If it's happened 4 or 5 different times, your team just don't show the fuck up. Your best players just whatever get hurt, whatever. We can't keep making the same excuse. You doing something? Them niggas don't want to play for you. Them niggas making a statement. Something. Like that's just crazy. He has the worst Game 7 record in NBA history as a coach. Like that's crazy. People say he don't make in-game adjustment. I just don't think he can coach. I think he's a player's coach, motivator. But when it's time to like X and O's and we got to figure out how to do certain things and it's getting tight, he just rides whatever the fuck whatever he did to get there. I think that's his biggest problem.
Shit,
he'll be a coach again. Probably not this year. He'll be a coach again.
He gonna be over there in
Phoenix.
Probably Phoenix.
I don't think so. I think Phoenix goes and gets
Phoenix.
They're gonna go after Budenholzer.
Going to Milwaukee.
I think that's his best fit.
Monty.
I would go either there.
I mean, Toronto's
not Toronto. Who's the other one that's out there? I would go to Philly. I wouldn't have an issue with going to Philly either. Yeah. Like I said, I think.
But then, if I'm taking a Philly job, I gotta think: can I win? Can I get to at least the Eastern Conference Finals? Because if I can, then it's just a pointless job. I'm gonna be out just like Doc was pretty soon. Because they be on some win now type shit right now. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's just weird to me how some people get fired, and they just like they didn't do it because they lost the first round, as if like nobody else had nothing to do with it. Like they didn't just like Nick Nurse to me is like a good coach.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
What were they expecting from Toronto?
What do you want out of that? Like, okay, whatever. Let him go. Okay, whatever. Mike Budenholzer to me makes no fucking sense to me at all. Like he got fired. That shit is mind blowing. Monty Williams getting fired is mind blowing to me. Like mind blowing. What are you firing him off the basis of what? You didn't give him a full team. Your stars were hurt outside of Booker. DeAndre Ayton is so fucking up and down. You don't know what the fuck you gonna get. He's about to be a Rudy Gobert. Him and Rudy Gobert about to be backup centers for the rest of their goddamn career here pretty soon. Like, I just don't get it.
All right, in the land of the big, where it's not so many, they'll be all right. It was what
Shit, they about to trade. Gobert, I think, gets traded this offseason.
I think so.
And this is going to be his last chance to do some kind of starting center in the league. I think after that, if it don't work out, he's a backup.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he don't get playing time, but he's a backup. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I don't care because it's not on my team. Just whatever.
Phoenix, same shit. They need to keep KD in Booker and blow up the rest of that team.
Get rid of Chris.
What? Would have been got rid of Chris. I already got Fred VanVleet. I'm gonna go get Fred VanVleet. Younger, plays the same pretty much. Does what Chris Paul can do. Plays defense. Good point guard, can score still. And try to build that rotation. I mean that roster.
Doesn't get hurt.
Because Ayton's a man. And then DeAndre Ayton, he's just not gonna work. You should have traded him 2 years ago. You've been trying to trade him this whole time. It's time. That team's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
And I don't know who they can get as a coach that's gonna make sense and help them out. Honestly, I don't. Mark Jackson would probably be the best person, but shit, I don't think they're gonna.
I heard who was looking at him?
70. I'm not the Bucks, I think.
Yeah.
But then I've heard like the Suns are gonna pursue Ty Lue, but then the Clippers came out and said that they're not letting Ty Lue go. So we'll see. I
heard that they were having issues with Ty Lue.
I don't understand it. Ty Lue and Doc Rivers in the same boat to me. I don't understand it. Just don't. Got nothing against them, but I just don't understand it. I don't think they're great coaches.
At least with Ty Lue, you could say he had injuries. I mean,
yeah. We can say
besides the bubble.
But see, even that, like, yes and no. But at the same time, especially on paper, for the most part, they got one of the deepest benches in the league. They should have been able to stay afloat and still be able to do some shit. The fact that they did though.
But they got to the playoffs. You know what? Their two best players.
Yeah, and then they even stole it, or did they stole a game without their best players? Didn't they?
Well, I think they lost that game. I think they went to overtime. They might have lost. With Westbrook went off for like 40 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if they won that game. I think they lost. I think they only won that one game with Kawhi. But I just think you should be better. That's just my opinion.
I can't get it. Ty Lue that problem. I blamed the handicap twins for that because them niggas is always out. They always hurt. It's never a playoffs that we have both of those niggas in it ever.
It was the only time they did it was the bubble, and you saw what happened there.
Paul George got hurt in that one too, didn't he? Or one of them got hurt in that one too.
No, I think they just lost, didn't they?
No, didn't Kawhi Leonard hurt his knee and then he just disappeared? Remember that shit again? What he always do? Where he just disappeared and they be like, oh, it's aggravated, and then
I just remember Luka going off on them, and
they should be a top 3 team. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
Yeah, but it's Kawhi and Paul George fault for sure.
I mean, they got something to do with it, but it's still to be a top 3.
They got 65% to do with it because them niggas is not available, especially when it counts. That shit is sad.
I don't know.
They holding that team.
They got people on that team to me that can
stealing money.
That should be able to hold it down for the time they're gone.
Yeah, they did until you played against a fucking playoff team ready to fucking go.
And they wasn't enough.
This is when Chris Paul was healthy or playing. I won't say healthy, but he was healthy. He was playing. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and it was 5 games.
Yeah,
they went. No, they went 6.
They go 6.
I think they went 6.
Was 6?
Because Phoenix.
Yeah, they go 5 or 6. Either way.
Pretty sure it was 6.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, it's just like
I'm not a fan. I don't care how you slice.
I'm not a fan of him either, but I mean, at least you can.
I just can't blame him for that.
I can't.
That atrocity.
I can't. I'm gonna keep blaming that man.
My guy Russell over there trying to hold him afloat, and then niggas just disappeared. Didn't like niggas play basketball when they want to.
Yeah. So what you got? Philly or Boston?
You mean Miami or Boston?
Miami or Boston, I mean.
I'm about to say Boston. Because they already won. No, just kidding. But,
you good.
Fuck, it's kind of hard to bet against Miami. I'm not even going to lie to you.
I think Boston should win it.
Yeah, I think Boston.
It's a rematch, though.
I think Boston's going to win it, but I wouldn't be shocked.
But at the same time, at that time in the bubble.
Nah, it's the rematch from last year. Not just the bubble. This happened last year.
Actually, they played the last
2 out of the 3.
Is it like Who did
All right, maybe 3 out of the 4.
in the bubble? It was the same teams in the bubble.
Yeah, same teams in the bubble. And then last year, the Heat and when Boston played each other, and Jimmy took the shot and he missed it. Remember?
So that's what I'm saying. So like, they played each other like 3 out of the last 6 years. Some shit I saw, or 4 of the last 6 years. Something crazy.
3 out of the 4, I think, something like that.
But I think Boston pulls it out again. I just know Tyler Hero and shit. I think that's gonna matter this series.
It's just, yeah.
Shit, they got they get the easy route. Guys already asked the New York first.
Like I said, I mean, Miami had Miami. I don't say easy, but Miami had the right matchups.
Yeah.
So far.
No, you can say easy because I mean New York is.
Miami. First of all, that is 100% great coaching. 100%. Eric Spoelstra, the most disrespected coach in the NBA.
Just saying this forever. Facts over there. You said Tyronn Lue was better than him. Shut up.
No, that's it. Eric Spoelstra, I think, to me, got to be top 3, top 5 for sure.
If anything, he's the second best coach in the league right
I'm
now.
not mad at that.
Behind Pop, like.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm trying to think of anybody else.
I'm not mad at that. I can't argue with you. The man's a mastermind genius. Probably
Watching video. Kerr maybe could give
I'll probably give Kerr.
I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all, you can't put that nigga on a pedestal. What has Spoelstra done lately? Shit.
What do you mean? What has he done lately?
He ain't done shit lately.
First of all, I don't think the man
lost in the finals in 2020.
That's cool, but I don't think that man has had a losing record, even with the sorriest teams he's had. Like that man, it's not about for me. It's not always not about the championship because championship is hard and it takes a lot of teams. This man's taking teams you didn't expect to make the playoffs and got the 8th seed and made the playoffs. Whether they won in the playoffs or not, like they make runs. Like there was that 1 year, I don't know if it was 2 years ago, last year, whatever it was. They had like the worst record the first half of the season, and then went on like a 30 and fucking 8 runs, some shit, and made it. That man out. No.
Did you think they were getting to the conference finals this year?
Russell Westbrook did that with the Washington, and y'all was like, oh, that's nothing. Like,
and they lost in the first round.
You're talking about 1 year. I'm talking about this man's done this consistently
with different teams.
Consistently, he's done this.
If y'all sorry in the first half, then
hey, let's be honest. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you take that roster and you give them to 99% of the coaches in that league, they're not getting as far as Eric Spoelstra gets them.
With him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
100%.
That's a good.
I don't know.
That's a good one.
Because Hemi's not always Hemi.
Did you think about that? Or just someone told you that?
That's what he calls himself, Hemi Butler.
But he's not always Hemi Butler. That's the whole thing about it.
In the playoffs, he is.
So what about the regular season?
The coaching. That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
bro.
you just got the pieces.
You lost Tyler here. You lost Tyler here in the first round to a broken hand.
Which pieces?
Most people's gonna put together and think that you're not gonna win because you lost your second scorer. They fucking kept winning. Like that man knows how to coach, bro. I'm sorry. X's and O's. That man knows how to coach, huh?
Well,
he gets everybody to play hard.
Picked as opponent.
I got him number 3.
So I'm going with Boston too because I just been going with Boston for the whole get down.
So what we arguing about?
I'm just talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
I already know. I already know.
Yeah. I can't go against Boston. I've been saying Boston.
So what you got? How many games? 7? 6?
7.
I'm gonna say 7.
I'm gonna be the bold one and say 6. Denver Lakers. What we got? Obviously Lakers. How many games?
6.
I think it's 6 if we win game 1. I think it's 7 if we lose.
I think we go back to 3.
I don't like the fact that we started Schroeder and set Vanderbilt on the bench. That's stupid.
I mean, you don't have to win game 1. You can win game 2, and so.
But it's not the same.
I think he's trying to figure it out this series of what lineup to run.
I mean, I get it, but winning game 1 is a lot different than winning game 2 because you came out and swung first, and you're not expecting that. Like it's a statement right off the bat. Game 2, you're just tying it up, and it's like, okay, we can go 7 or whatever. Like it's back to 0-0. Like
game 2, not necessarily, because you got to go back. Usually, if you still want at home or away, they got to come back to the set.
No, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like if you go 2-0, for instance, you lost both games on the road. That's what the playoffs are set up for. So it's not like you sitting there going like, oh shit, we're in trouble because we got 2 at home too. So we're supposed to win those 2.
Yeah.
But I'm saying is if you knock that first, like how we knocked the first one against Golden State and Memphis, I believe we won both the first games, right? It's just a different feeling. Like it's just a different punch right off the bat. Like boom, we ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah,
like we coming out here, we coming strong. So like if we go against Denver, like how we gonna play in Denver tonight, and we came out and we win this first game, especially how it's starting off right now.
It's flat as fuck.
You gonna like Denver's got to rethink everything, and now they on the back foot. Whereas like if we win game 2, it's kind of like okay, it is what it is. Now we just got to still win at their house. Like I just rather win game 1 and make them have to rethink a lot of shit. I just think starting Schroeder made us too small. And me personally, like I said, I would start at Vanderbilt, and I would have put Vanderbilt on Jokic to start the game. Me personally, LeBron on MP, Michael Porter, AD on Gordon. Let Gordon shoot all the goddamn corner threes he wants.
Fire wave.
Like I mean, in the second half, he switches it up, bro.
Because he's not gonna come down. Like Jokic is not gonna come down and just post you up to death. And even if he does, okay, we double team on the back with AD. But if he's dribbling, like he gets the ball and dribbles up the court, if I'm them, I'm like Vanderbilt. Press this man the whole time. Every time he gets the ball, press him dribbling. He's gonna turn his back. He's gonna try to dribble to the high post and shoot a fadeaway jump shot. You can't do shit about that. We're all right with that. I'll live with that. But if you can crowd that and make it uncomfortable for him to dribble, it's not like he's gonna cross your ass up, go behind the back and fucking go between the legs. He's literally trying to just dribble straight, back you down, find someone to pass to.
Yeah, that's true.
I just don't like being that small.
Well, it was worth a shot. Oh, shiny head to get it right.
Shiny head. And maybe the second half. Second half he comes out.
Big.
Different lineup. We'll see.
But
just sustain. You know, withstand this little wave right now that's going on.
It's all right. It ain't too bad. But we got the San Antonio Spurs with the number 1 pick of the NBA lottery draft.
Yeah, I seen that.
You see that?
Number 1 picks and everything like that. Number 2 was Charlotte. Number 3 is Portland.
Yeah, 4 Houston.
I would. And 5 was
Detroit.
No, Toronto, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was Detroit.
Just kidding. I'm about to figure it out right now. I'm pretty sure it was Toronto.
$5. My wallet says it was Detroit.
Say less.
I mean, you better have $5 in your wallet.
Nah, I don't want to.
But yeah, it's crazy.
it was Detroit.
I mean, like you were saying earlier, that was a perfect spot for him to go to learn from Pop.
I think so too. And he's a foreigner, and Pop know how to deal with the foreigners. You know what I'm saying? He got a background in foreign. I was gonna say
foreign diplomacy.
Like, no, that's not what I wanted to go with.
Nah, yeah.
And he likes the Frenchman.
I mean, it'd be nice to go ahead and
Pacquiao and
get them.
Boris Diaw.
Isn't Tim Duncan foreign dude?
He's from the Virgin Islands. I don't think that's.
He's a virgin.
Yeah.
Ginobili.
Argentina. Yeah, Thiago Splitter and
Spain.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was Brazil.
Spain.
If he's wrong, he's gonna be very angry.
I think it's Spain. I'm almost sure it's Spain. Because I think he was a backup big man for Gasol. The Gasol brother.
I don't remember, to be honest. I mean, what's his name played for Spain?
He had Paul Gasol on his team too. Now that we think about it,
from OKC.
Yeah, he's a foreign guy.
OKC is Dort.
No, I'm saying he played for Spain and he was OKC. No.
Harmonges?
No.
From whatchamacallit? Hernan Gomez? I mean?
He was
recently. Steven Adams?
No, before Steven Adams.
New Zealand.
Get that shit out of here. Before Steven Adams,
he was there with KD and Bruss and James Harden.
Oh, you talking about
Ibaka played for Spain.
That was the last nigga I was thinking. I'm not gonna lie to you because it was not black in my head.
I know. I remember he played for Spain.
I remember
he played for France.
Nick Collison.
No, he played for Spain. Serge Ibaka.
I remember Serge Ibaka playing for Spain.
It was one of maybe. Maybe.
Yep. Set.
I don't remember. Maybe.
They got a lot of international players.
Yeah. They do. So I think that's a good spot for him. I think Scoot
I think it's
goes to Charlotte,
uh
but I mean, I wouldn't see. I couldn't.
He's a guard, right?
Yeah.
I think that
Isn't it? Yeah.
How big?
I think they should watch the short on the NBA draft video coming.
Oh, they were talking about the movie. That was good.
Maybe a little more explanation in it.
The short? What do you mean by that?
The videos we post, the little
Oh.
shorts.
I thought there was like a documentary out there or something.
The shorts from like the length from the low to need to the high need.
Speaking of which, the Air. Have you seen the video? The movie Air.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's actually
Yeah, it was pretty good.
it wasn't bad. It was kind of I didn't like the whole Michael Jordan part. Like why even have him in the room as a shadow? Just show the fucking man. Let him say his goddamn couple lines and keep going. Like I was like that part was stupid to me. But other than that, it was cool.
I think that was what he wanted,
Michael?
because before they made the movie, Ben Affleck called him and told him like what's what, and
I mean, I thought
he
it was,
said he only let the movie happen for like certain things, like Viola Davis had to play his mom, and then
I think it was a good movie. It's just
that role that
Is that the Nike movie?
yeah,
Is it out already?
it's on.
I saw it on Prime.
Amazon.
Yeah,
But see, I think the only thing is I think it's
Martin Wayne's role
it should have.
that wasn't even in the
I think
movie.
they should have marketed it a little different, but because really
It wasn't a Michael Jordan movie.
no,
it
but it wasn't even.
was a Nike movie.
It was Jordan.
Was it though?
probably one of the
It was a Nike movie that Michael Jordan was a part of. It wasn't
I
a
mean-
Mike. I never thought of it as a Michael Jordan movie,
I didn't think it was,
that's
but I
when
didn't think it was a
they
Nike
based it
movie
around.
though.
but it's all about
I
Nike and
think-
how they made their Michael Jordan made their basketball.
I mean, it was really Sonny
Operation.
Vaccaro, and then them talking about the basketball department. How
That's
they,
why.
so I mean, like the Nike, how they
And
grew
how-
the Nike basketball department is more so than Nike the brand. Like that's how more I took it. Like
yeah,
Sonny Vaccaro's story and Nike's basketball brand,
and how Michael
line.
Jordan was the biggest reason why.
But I don't even think that was
It didn't
Magic
fail.
Johnson's
because
an idiot.
it wasn't even MJ, because if you really think about it, it was Sonny Vaccaro that kept that Nike line.
But that's why Michael Jordan wasn't really like in the movie. He wasn't even in the movie.
But that's what I'm
really.
saying. Like it's more of a Sonny Vaccaro story than it is
Yeah.
like an MJ.
So you're saying they should have? I mean, he was in basically most of the movie. They should have
was-
talked even more about him.
No, I just think I think it was just like I would have probably watched it more of like this is how Sonny Vaccaro saved the Nike basketball operation, or how Nike basketball took over the
Like the-
NBA.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, yeah, of course MJ was
Maybe they make a sequel.
the guy. But like, if it's not for Sonny Vaccaro going according to the movie, going looking at that tape and figuring out and taking the chance on him, because that basically in the movie they had a certain budget for 3-4 players. He said no, scrap it.
They
We
couldn't
need it for
afford.
one person. Put the whole budget in. He flew down there to fucking, and he wasn't supposed to at that time. It's like stabbing the agent in the back. You lose your fucking license or whatever. It's like he took a lot of. So it's like
A risk, yeah.
it's more so a Sonny Vaccaro movie
And,
than it is
And freaking Matt Damon looks nothing like the
At all.
real Sonny
At all.
Vaccaro.
at all. But yeah, it was a cool
all
movie
about
though.
The actor, baby.
It was a cool movie. And it
That
got
was a good.
White Man Can't Jump coming out on Friday.
Oh yeah. About to be a 10 out of 10.
Guess what? I'm watching it.
Home.
Is
Well,
it
it's on
coming out
Hulu.
the stream? Okay.
Yeah, it's free. I'm watching it. I'll be watching.
Furious comes out next week, baby.
What happened? The
Actually, it
movie's
comes out
coming
this week.
in the theater.
Fast and Furious. What happened?
Wait a
What
minute.
movies
Hold
coming
on.
out in
Time
the theater?
out.
You haven't
We
seen
did.
Guardians of the
I just
Galaxy?
need
Super Mario?
5 minutes
It was-
I guess I'm
to
the
go
one,
off
though.
on outside of sports. What the fuck are you still watching Fast and
Mhm.
Furious for?
The reason why I still watch it is because
Well-
I'm already 9 movies in. So
Like what? Like
Bitch is like,
after-
I'm committed, bro. I'm
after
committed,
the
bro.
fourth one, it got ridiculous. Like it's just stupid at this point.
it's like the Marvel universe. Like I'm too deep into it not to keep watching, even though they've been coming out with a lot of
I
shit
mean, I
stuff.
get it, but I'm like, it just got stupid. to
Oh,
me.
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
now I'm just like,
It's
No-
just
no way.
solely entertainment. Like it's not like
the
Oh, this is
cars
gonna be
doing
a
all
great
kind of weird
story.
shit. I'm like, there's no fucking way in the world that shit's gonna happen. Like, we really doing it at this point? We still believe in this shit? Like, I'm like, oh.
it's just entertainment, and Vin Diesel's a
Okay, we can go back to
superhero.
sports. I just had to, I had to get back to
Can we get back? I'm just kidding.
Super
Yeah, fair enough. Cause
Mario Brothers, man, that was a great movie.
I heard.
I mean, I got one more to go off on, but that's not. Let's do with sports. We'll get to that in a second. Oh, punk ass Rolly.
Uh,
Yes, we will get to that. All righty. So we're past the
Punk ass Tony
basketball
Week.
thing. All right.
Yeah.
Biggest fucking fraud ever.
It was funny because like they showed the replay, like you didn't land any of those punches.
We going right into it. Fuck your
Yeah,
goddamn
let's
topic.
go. Yeah, I didn't like the other two anyway. All right, let's get out the way. Las
No.
Vegas
I don't
Aces get their own practice facility. One small step for man.
Hey, don't do that.
and
Don't
one
do that.
large step
Don't
for
do that.
woman.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
No,
Don't you do
you're
that.
telling me no other team had their own like
No.
WNBA team had their
Like-
own practice facility?
I've been fucking with the WNBA from the beginning. This shit is magnificent.
So like where the Sparks practice at? Like
At LA County, LA College County area. Then I think they might have got a spot in fucking
Lakers didn't let them go
Lakers
like
and
El
shit.
Segundo? Or?
They might have finally let them, but like, it didn't really. The WNBA didn't really start getting like some shit until the NBA started funding the WNBA. Like once they started like going together, like emerging and shit, then they started doing like the flights and shit. Like they were still taking commercial flights.
Yep, because
They
they
wasn't getting
still
no-
making layups and they not dunking. That's why. You get above the rim, you get above the pay.
Hey man, are we trying to keep a female audience or get rid of a female?
I
audience?
just
You got like one listener.
Shit, we got to get canceled.
I'm telling you, lower it to
Listen.
9 feet.
Listen,
I don't think
Whoever-
it would change much.
I pray to God, whoever comes across this video, we are way past at this point. We are $1 million in. We are making so much money that it doesn't bother us because Will is trying to cancel us before we.
No, I'm just telling you the
By the
truth,
time
man.
this video
we
comes
get
out,
big, bro.
Lower it to 9 feet, man.
That's not gonna change
I
anything.
want to see some women dunking that shit.
That's not gonna
I
change
want
anything.
the
That's
body
not gonna
bag.
change anything.
I want to see some.
Not gonna
You already
change
know
anything.
girls always like to take charges.
That's not
Get
going
dunked
to
on. I'm trying to see
change
some of this.
anything.
Like it's gonna change it,
You want a man, bro? Like you watching men or you watching women?
man.
Like, but I'm at because women play.
You have to
acting
understand
like
what
they're
it-
men. Like there's a difference, bro.
Yeah.
I
That's like-
understand.
that's like
I
you get-
understand, I
But that's like
understand.
me watching track and being mad because the bra can't run a 10-9. Like,
No, I'm not gonna be
or
mad.
that's like mad. Like that doesn't make sense. Like they're
I'm
not.
just
At,
like mad if she not
Why?
running 11,
But
though.
why
Let
is
it
that
go.
different though? Because like like they're not gonna run as fast, but you're still like excited to watch it.
because we're not comparing. Like that's it. Like when you watching women track, you're just watching women track. You're not going all women and men. Like, and then some women can actually really get faster than men. So it's a chance. Like basketball, football, or baseball, whatever. You're not gonna get the same excitement that you think you're gonna get
But
with
you
men.
can imitate
That's
it in
not even gonna be
basketball.
close. No, you cannot.
Why not?
Because even if a girl sits there and dunks, like
9
bro,
feet.
there's not, but nobody's gonna sit back and be like, "Oh, that shit's just super dope. We about to start watching it." No, that's if you don't like women's basketball, you don't like women's basketball. The fucking dunking's not gonna change anything. That's just an excuse for people that just don't want to watch it. And I think honestly, that's fine. But I don't understand. I cannot understand for the life of me. You're not the only person, so I'm not just talking to you. If you got a daughter and you already
Got two.
telling, I know, but he's already capping them to tell them like, girl, we ain't watching. I'm not gonna support this. Ain't no money in it. Like, bro, let them. There's no way for it to grow if you can't support it.
Nah,
But I'm saying
I
like by the
support
time,
it.
and if you watching women's basketball, there's a girl named Toby Fournier who can fucking damn near windmill of basketball, and she's only in 11th grade. The shit's coming. Like it's not gonna happen overnight. It's coming. Like there's girls that can dunk on a regular basis. It's coming. But are they gonna sit there and ever gonna get like body to body? It's gonna be so rare. By the time it happens, that your kids will probably be our age, 40, 50 years old. Like it's not. That's not.
So if we lower the foot, we can speed.
Honestly,
up
I
the
think
game.
It's not gonna change. That's just
honestly,
like,
I think it would be. I think it's better if they go away from the NBA. Like if you try to copy the NBA, you're never going
you're
to.
not gonna do the same. It's
Yes,
like the
you
NBA.
can.
No, you.
It's like telling me the NBA to raise
The ball is smaller.
the 10
If
to
that's
11.
the case, they should make the ball bigger. Then.
Why? It's two different hand sizes.
Exactly.
You don't have the
So
same hand
the
size
vert
for
and
females.
the two different vert sizes. So lower the damn rim so
No.
we can get it a
So
little
then
bit
why?
more excited.
But that's like the people getting mad and saying to raise the rim to 11 because it was too easy to dunk for the men. Like for what?
That I mean, shit. If
That's
they want to do that, then
stupid.
that's what they do. But
You keep it. There's
I
nothing.
keep it at 10.
You keep it at 10 the same way you do the.
So you put the
females.
women at 9,
for what?
so it can get more exciting.
You're not gonna change and watch it.
I would.
I promise you.
If I started
I
seeing women getting
promise
dunked
you
on
wouldn't
left
change
and
it.
right, I would like.
Because it's not gonna be. You think? Okay, first of all,
What?
when women-
What? You telling me ain't no basketball?
when I see
ain't
when
no
you watch
football?
when you watch Brittany Griner and you
Yeah.
watch
Brittany Griner is like.
Brittany Griner's 6 my height, so 6'7". So let's just pick who was the 6'7" that you could think of, or anybody that's somewhat athletic in the league. When let's do Austin Reeves for instance. Austin Reeves goes to the hole and bangs the fuck out. It's a lot faster and a lot cleaner on somebody, then Brittany Griner's gonna come. She's not about
Yeah,
to go.
but that's the thing. What if you got
Like,
okay?
it's gonna be
but what if
slow,
I
so
get
you-
Kelsey Plum?
She
and-
ain't
She's
dunking
not
on
fast.
nobody.
That's
At
the-
9, she
Bro,
can.
she's not fast. That's the whole point.
If
It's
I
not-
get 9 at 9,
I
that
don't
makes it
think
even
she-
better because the
even
dunk
at-
will be even
okay, let me
smoother
ask you this
because they
question.
Even
are
at 9
so-
feet, I don't think she's
Let me ask
dunking
you a
on
I'm
anybody.
just saying.
Let me ask you a question. Kyle Anderson dunks.
Now
Jokic
you-
in the dunk
now you're just
contest.
being racist.
And no, it's Jokic, Kyle Anderson. Who else is fucking slow and can't do shit? Rudy Gobert and fucking George, whatever the tall nigga's name is. And they in a dunk. It's gonna be slow as shit. You're not watching it. You looking for the athletic niggas to run fast.
Zach Randolph.
There is no female in that league that you about to be like, oh, she about to run fast.
Why not?
Bow. 'Cause That's
Why
not?
not?
That's not what they have.
At 9 feet, they can.
If they're not fast, they're not fast. No matter if it's 9 feet
But
or
they're
not.
not slow.
Yes,
Like, they not slow. Jay.
Okay, if they're not slow, then you tell you the same person that tell me a WNBA player can't score on you. So if
You
it's at
doing
9
right.
feet, they gonna,
At 9
gonna
feet,
kill
she
you.
might kill me.
And
But
at
at
10 feet, they still gonna kill you. It's not gonna.
At
change
10, she
anything.
ain't because she can't dunk. At 9, she might be
She
able
doesn't
to.
need to. The girl doesn't- Why?
That's the
Killing
only way
you.
she for sure getting a
She's
bucket.
killing you, Will. She's
Bro.
killing you.
A dunk is the only for way for sure she's getting a bucket.
If
Jason,
these
that's
people
why.
are playing
If
against,
it goes out her hand,
so they're playing against,
if
they're
there's
playing
not a
against-
for sure thing,
they're
it's
playing
going
against
in.
professional
This
people.
is the only way it's getting a bucket is if it dunks, she dunks them up.
So they're playing against professional people. You think that somehow you skipped all that?
I don't give a damn playing against professional other women. That's
No,
not-
men. I'm not talking about other women.
Oh.
Men. Most you see, this is the thing that most men don't know. Most top female programs and in WNBA, they don't practice necessarily against other women. They practice against men.
I understand that.
So that it goes. And most girls who play women basketball and are great, they play against the men. They play with the men. But guess what? When they get on that court, 9 times out of 10, they not keeping up speed wise. It's just not gonna happen. So if I got a
that's
female
the same person
on
who
the
said
other
it's gonna
side,
be me in basketball.
and got the other side, and this girl comes down, and it's fucking Kelsey Plum. You think all of a sudden at 9 feet, Kelsey Plum's about to go on Brittany Griner? Ah!
She might not do no
Not
Brittany Griner,
happening.
but she might do no somebody
It's
else.
not happening. You still not gonna watch. I promise.
I promise you.
I would put
They lower it to
millions of
9.
dollars
And
on
people
that
start
shit.
getting dunked on.
the
This is
ratings
sports
go like this.
entertainment, Jason. It's sports entertainment.
no. I understand that they're not. It's not
You could-
entertainment.
yeah.
Like
It's not entertaining to watch them do layups all the damn time.
Not every sport's
that's-
gonna be entertaining to you. It's-
That's what I'm saying. Like, so this is like baseball. Like, it's the same fucking angles and everything else. But guess what? People still show up.
But you
Home
know
run-
why?
The home run balls
You
got
know
more
why?
and more.
You
Like,
know why?
It's
Yeah, because
over,
first of all, they're doing more home runs.
it's overtime.
And then second of all, it's not about necessarily about
It's
the
just
game
like-
itself. It's
just
all
like-
the activities around the game.
It's like
That's
when-
I go to, but you know, I get to my seat around this like the 7th inning when I go to.
So when Bill Russell, Bernard King, all these motherfuckers was playing earlier, you think they was out here windmilling and shit? They was still being watched, bro. It has to elevate. Like, that's what
bro,
I'm
they
saying.
was fighting for
It's
equality.
evolution. It's
They-
evolution
you
of the
think They
game.
give a damn about a windmill.
didn't-
They was fighting to just play on
The
the
dunk
same
didn't-
court as
first of all,
niggas. Like,
That's what the women are fighting for.
The
to
dunk
stay
didn't
with.
even become popular until damn near the late 80s, early 90s.
Because the
is when dunk
basketball
started
was
coming.
falling off.
No, because that's what
Yeah.
it's the evolution of the game. It all is the same. Eventually, you're gonna have females dunking on a more regular basis.
Yeah, when they go to.
But they're not gonna change that shit to 9 feet. So I mean, that's just out the window. Your wishful thinking. You got a better chance of winning the lotto
Dunking's cool, but it's
For
not
shit.
the reason why you watch
If
basketball.
I
At
win
all.
the lotto, guess what?
at all.
We are going 9 feet. I'm about WNBA. They gonna be mad at me.
I hate you at times. I can't stand you.
You know what I'm saying? They like, what? Yeah, nigga, we're going to 9 feet. I want to see dunks,
Oh, man.
tomahawks, all that.
At the end of the day,
Head top.
ladies, I love you. I support you. I will always support you.
Me too, ladies. Go to 9 feet. Anyway, let's get into this boxing. We'll talk about this past weekend first to get it out the way.
Shit was a tragedy.
Rolly Romero
It was a
beat
tragedy.
up
The worst.
somebody's grandpa.
He didn't beat up shit. First of all, he,
Well,
Somebody's grandpa.
he got beat up by
He
somebody's
got
grandpa.
beat up by somebody's grandpa.
He was
It
losing,
wasn't
huh?
even close. First of all, the shit was
Yeah, they
terrible.
say he was losing.
It was.
Yeah, I saw the cards. He was losing every single judge.
He
Card.
didn't lose. I don't think he won a round outside the one where he got the push down. And maybe the first round you can go back and forth, but I think old boy is more busy. If I remember.
He said that the grandpa hit harder than Gervonta,
First of all,
which I think is a lie because he got back up.
Tony Weeks, it wasn't the same. Tony Weeks is trash. He's been trash. He's stupid trash. That's the biggest I've seen somebody get paid off I've ever seen in my life.
He the movie dude, ain't he?
Cause he didn't even fucking hit. Now he's been around forever, but he ain't. Barrios hit more in the exchange than fucking
Yeah.
Rolly hit.
Rolly was missing the whole time.
missing the whole time. When he knocked him down, it was a push. Like when Rolly got hit, it was just clean. But when you watch the fight, Barrios old and is susceptible to a right hook the whole fight. His hand is down the whole. He lunges like this and keeps his hand down the whole time. They kept saying, "Throw the right hook, throw a right hook, throw a right hook." Never did it. Rolly's old dumbass, fucking just throws 1-2s and keeps getting hit in the side. And I'm like, and keeps lowering his shit. So we all know Ryan Garcia likes to throw fucking body punches. As soon as he sees that body punch, he's going upstairs, going to sleep. I promise you, it's not gonna last 5 rounds. He is terrible. He needs to go to MMA. That's real shit. Cause he didn't start off jiu-jitsu or some shit like that.
He was or jiu-jitsu or taekwondo. Yeah, one of those.
He's a background in
Yeah,
MMA.
yeah.
Get your ass in the MMA. Cause that's where you going. That's
It would
where he'll
make
be a
more
champion. He be deadly in the MMA. If he can figure out how to wrestle and all that shit, oh, he be deadly.
I mean, his stance too is kind of like
It's
an MMA
yeah, like
boxing.
he keeps a
like,
wide stance.
Yeah.
Like-
you know what? I'm just gonna go out there and say it because
If I'm Garcia, I'm
it
calling
needs
him
to be said.
Shit, quick.
He's not all the way there.
He's definitely not all the way there. We know that. But I'm saying,
He shouldn't be boxing.
whoever,
He shouldn't be
I'm telling you
boxing.
this: if Teofimo and Taylor, when they fight, I'll be calling his ass out too. That's 140. Anybody who wants a belt at 140,
Yeah.
I'll be calling Rolly's ass out.
Wait, he
so
has a
fucking quick.
belt?
That was
Yeah.
for a belt. Because the guy who was originally supposed to fight got stripped and it was going to be interim. They took the interim off. And they
No
made
wonder why I saw like they showed the different people.
Yeah, it was a different guy originally. But it's for me, like I said, Rolly lost that fight. He was going to lose that fight. I think his promotional team or whoever paid Tony Weeks and told his ass, hey, if there's any way you can stop it, stop it. Because, I mean, he did start landing some punches the round before, but
Not that stoppage.
nothing go like, oh, shit. I mean,
Let me step in.
because even when they interviewed his ass, Rolly was like, yeah, he a warrior. He a warrior. So, you know, I'm like, nah, you know, you got.
I didn't think it should have been stopped.
you know, if you want to keep fighting, then, you know, he a warrior. And call fucking Garcia. Oh man, I call his ass out if I can get down to 140. I go professional right now. Shit. Not saying you can't hit and knock a nigga out, but what I am saying is, you're terrible.
Yeah. He was looking bad. He did look pretty bad from the highlights I saw.
He was terrible. That shit was the worst fight I've seen.
Oh, what about the other controversial fight that day?
Oh, KSI.
KSI elbowing old dude in his chin.
I don't think that's the same.
Not because KSI was winning that
I
fight.
didn't watch the fight, so
I didn't like. I saw it, but I didn't pay attention. Like I didn't watch it like that. I saw the highlights, but it looked more so like he missed, and then whatever when he missed, it's just his elbow just hit him. Like it didn't look like he did it on purpose.
Yeah, he didn't throw the elbow.
He just threw a punch and missed, and his elbow connected. His ass went down. Shit, I don't know what to tell you.
But KSI had him wobbly before that, so he was
Yeah.
going down regardless.
So I mean, I didn't.
Him and Tommy Fury next.
So it's supposed to be.
I like that.
They got him in because Jake Paul and Diaz fight.
Yep.
So I mean, why not? Then you got Francis Ngannou. You just signed that
to PFL.
to PFL, but
The baddest motherfucker.
hey, he got the
Quote,
best
unquote,
contract.
He
allegedly.
got what he wanted. Huh?
He said they said his thing is north of 7 figures
Oh, shit.
or high 7 figures or something like that. And he said he guarantees his guy has a base salary of $2 million whoever he fights. They allow him to go box if he wants to. He's gonna have creative control somewhat of the PFL, like help out. Like he's gonna have stake in the PFL. So, I mean, shit.
UFC was
mad at
never gonna give him anywhere, nothing like
Nah,
that.
fuck no. So I'm not mad at it. I mean, if you're at the end of the day, you have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make drastic decisions if you're trying to keep up with the UFC. It's a $1 billion industry, and everybody else is I don't even know if they're $100 million industry.
Yeah.
And then I know PFL's backed by Kevin Hart and his group as well, right? Isn't Kevin Hart?
To be honest, I'm not
investor?
sure.
I think he's an investor in PFL. So shit, get some more people and blow that motherfucker up. I mean,
That's why they gave Mighty Mouse a grip of money.
yeah. I mean, you gotta take whoever you can get. That's just like bare knuckle. There's the boy smart as shit. He's taking all the retired UFC fighters.
Yeah.
Put him over
Put them
there.
in bare knuckle, let them
That's
fight
true.
each other, go crazy, get some names in there. I remember watching the first 2 fucking pay-per-views of bare knuckle. It was a whole different ring, but it's getting smart. You know what I'm saying? And then we got the announcement of O'Malley and Sterling.
I like that.
You got Gaethje and Poirier too.
I hope Sterling kicks his ass.
I like that.
You got
Haney and Loma
Haney and
that
Loma
this
this
weekend.
weekend.
this weekend coming up.
I don't think UFC has a big name fight this weekend. I think it's just a fight night.
Because they know not to.
Well, because last week
No,
was a
because
fight night,
I mean,
Right.
yeah.
and the week before might have been pay per view.
They know. They say, nah, not Loma and Haney too
Well,
much.
Well, they're
can't
stuff
have-
way out before boxing.
You can't have a
So you
pay per view
can't-
before.
They're way before boxing.
Yeah, they main events is later though, aren't they? Typically.
No, it just depends because sometimes they start at 1:00. Like last weekend, they started at like
Canelo
12,
fight ended
11, some shit like that. Like
Yeah.
early as
It
fuck.
was
and I
super
like,
early.
God damn. I was like, by the end of the day, I ain't got shit to watch because there was no basketball to watch. I had to wait for Rolly's old punk ass. That
Oh, this
fucking,
weekend I was like,
bro, I was so
damn,
mad.
niggas-
Like that's why I wanted Game 7 with the Lakers. Like kiss my ass. Yes,
Need
I
something
wanted
to
to win,
watch.
but I want to watch. I want to watch something. So I was like, kiss my ass. If we can get to 7 and I can guarantee that win, give us Game 7. But no, this weekend is Mackenzie Dern and Angela Hill, so it's nothing crazy. It's a fight night.
I think. Well, who you guys got? Loma, Haney.
I mean, Haney should win that fight. I don't even think it should be even. I don't think he knocks him out. I think it goes 12 rounds, goes card, but I think he should win that fight. I say a 2-round decision, 2-3 rounds.
yeah, it's something around there.
'Cause I think
I'm interested though to see if he doesn't knock him out.
I don't think he has. I don't think he's gonna be able to knock him out.
I don't have necessarily think he has
and I
the
hope he
power,
doesn't go
but
for the knockout.
I wonder.
The question is gonna be how's Loma gonna start?
Yeah, because if he does the same thing he did with
Teofimo.
Teofimo, then
I don't think he wins. I think
he's gonna lose.
he can't wait 5-6 rounds, whatever, to start picking it up. I think that's too late. And Devin Haney, I think you're only gonna get him out the late. If I'm Lomo, I think you got to go deep waters. I think you got to try to catch him in the late 8 through 12 is your sweet spot. Because that's the one thing about Devin Haney. I think Shakur Stevenson the same thing. If you make them feel like they went into the late rounds handily, they start dropping their gloves and they start
Taking a little chance.
taking chances and shit, and that's when they get rocked. And I don't think you want to get rocked with Loma. So it's gonna be interesting. He's gonna have to be able to keep that jab off of him because Loma's gonna press, so he's gonna have to keep the jab active and just see. Because if he slips the jab, it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I got Haney decision winning 10 out of the 12.
Damn.
It's not even close. Then.
Not close. He's the best fighter in that division. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Might not be the most entertaining.
I don't think he's that better than Loma.
He's the best fighter in that
Yeah,
division.
but he could win
In
like
135.
he could win like
135.
7-5. Still be the best fighter in that division.
Okay, I'll give him.
Actually, I don't think he is the best fighter in that division.
I know, but he is. I'll give him 9. 8.
8-4?
8-4.
Who you got the best?
You got
Tank.
Devontae.
I think Tank is the best fighter in the division.
Yeah, I think I gotta give you the tape.
Yeah, I know y'all do.
I just
Crazy.
think he
More
has
of a name.
he has the most experience.
More of a name.
He has the
No
most
more the name.
experience.
Who's fought?
How?
Look at the names he's fought. Look at his
Other
record.
than Garcia, that was it. Fucking
Santa Cruz.
Pitbull.
Santa Cruz was at a different weight, but Santa Cruz
Barrios.
was one of the best 120. What is he?
140.
125.
He was,
He went up to
he was
130.
30, like
but he's not even a
he was
130.
like 38 too when he fought fucking whatchamacallit.
Yeah, he was the best at his
Barrios
weight
was a
class.
good fuck. You know Barrios.
They all
like
fight chumps.
I'm
man.
He
saying-
fought all good fighters. I'm not
Yeah.
saying, and then I just think with his power, he's never out of a fight,
Yeah.
and he's a good boxer. He
He's
might
a
not
better
be to
boxer
the
than
level
Fury.
of Haney or Shakur, but he's
he's
not.
a better boxer.
He's not far below them.
He's not gonna give you jabs and shit. But I
I'll
think
tell you this.
he'll slip and
He's more below than Jalen Brown is to Jason Tatum.
Now you just being disrespectful. Like,
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Boxing skill wise. The only thing
But
that keeps Devontae
it's
in the
different
game
though, because
is his
we
power
see
is
that
ridiculous.
differently though. Because he really thinks Jalen Brown's below. Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think Jalen Brown is.
I think if we're going by the boxing division, it's Jalen Brown is fucking.
In what weight class you talking?
You said 135, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going. Javante is my number 1. So then Jalen Brown will be Cambosa.
No.
That's disrespectful, ain't it?
No, you're right. I'll get one.
Ryan
I
Garcia.
can take Garcia.
I was gonna say Loma.
Nah, I don't even think I get Ryan Garcia really, but I'll get Ryan Garcia.
I'm
I'm still-
realize it's the whole Boston Celtics team, just the Boston Celtics team, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's not every superstar. It's the Boston Celtics team. So you would go to Celtics team as the 135 division, and you got Jalen Brown as Ryan Garcia. Even if you
No,
said Devin
so,
Higgins,
no, that way then Jaylen Brown would be number 2.
that's what I'm saying.
No. Wait, what?
He said it's just the Celtics. So basically, what you're saying that he's Cambosis, that's like saying he's like the 5th best guy on the team.
Yes. Maybe 6.
That's what he's trying to say.
I don't get the analogy, but if you want to go that way, yeah, he's 6.
Oh.
So you're saying Jaylen Brown's the 6th best player on Boston? That's what he's trying to say. Your comparison.
No, he's the second best player on the team. We already know that. But is he the second best player in the East? Fuck no. Is he close to that? Fuck no. But I'm saying.
So okay.
Well, Jason Tatum's not the best player in the East.
I believe he probably is.
I don't think so.
Who you got? The MVP?
The Greek Freak. What do you mean? Did he die?
No.
He had to die, but that doesn't mean you can't get past. Like, that don't mean you can't get surpassed.
He had to, but he didn't surpass him. He had to get a fucked up back for them to lose.
So if you win the championship, what's the difference between him? Because he got 2 MVPs?
Just because you win the championship doesn't mean you're the best player.
So what makes Giannis the best player?
His skill, what he's doing on the
Triple
court.
crown. What you talking about?
He had
I'm not saying
defensive player of the year.
No. Listen,
MVP.
I'm not saying
champion.
I'm not saying Giannis not one of the best players. Or he's not the best player. So
Quadruple
by
crown.
definition, I'm trying to figure out why is he the best player? Because if you're saying a championship don't make you a best player, then I mean, what are we going off? Because skill wise, he can't shoot like Jason Tatum can shoot. He can't dribble the way Jason Tatum can dribble. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't see where that.
Giannis is a better defender. Giannis is a better rebounder. Giannis is more athletic. Giannis shows up consistently. He has an MVP, defensive player of the year.
That's what I'm saying. So we're gonna
accolades help.
Are we putting accolades? Or are we putting skill set? That's what I'm saying.
All of it.
Because if you're accolades,
it's all of it. It's not just one thing or another.
But when you say that they can't be a champion,
because then fucking somebody from the Boston Celtics in the 50s would be the best player ever. John Havlicek would be the best player ever.
Well, first of all, I don't necessarily do accomplishments that make you the best player ever. Like
no, it's everything. It's not just one
Michael
thing.
Jordan was never the best of anything.
He was just
everything.
He was just the greatest at everything. He was good at everything. Made him like.
But no one is the best at everything.
But that's what I'm saying. So like when the people used to tell me the scoring record, like LeBron got a scoring record now, he's the best. No, why? So then that means fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the best because he had that just doesn't make sense to me. Like it's just for me. I'm not mad at Giannis being the number 1 player in the East. I'm not mad at that at all. But I'm trying to figure out why do you think it's such a big gap? Like if Jason Tatum doesn't win a championship, I think you closing that gap. I said he's the best American-born player in the league right now. I don't think it's even close. I mean, there's some people that can be up there, but he's showing a lot.
What about D-Book?
I'll take him over Devin Booker. I mean, LeBron. I know he's 38, but LeBron's still.
My thing with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown is always going to be if you take Jaylen Brown off the team, keep the same team, not adding nobody. I'm just saying he got hurt.
Actually, I would take Steph Curry over.
I would say that Jason Tatum is going to make sure that they can still make a top 5 team in the East. I'm saying if Jason Tatum gets hurt and they're leading by Jaylen Brown, they're at the bottom of the East.
6. One spot. That's all I'm calling it.
But you can say about most of the best players. Look at all they took for Giannis had a bad back and they couldn't get out of the first round.
My back.
And he was on the court.
But who's Giannis' second best player?
Chris
Middleton.
But Chris Middleton's not like Chris Middleton.
That's how good Giannis is.
But I don't think Chris Middleton goes to number 2
look
anywhere
at Memphis.
else.
Look at Memphis.
You switch. I know. We already had this conversation, but you switch Jaylen Brown, Chris Middleton. Milwaukee's better.
I'm not saying that. I'm not a Chris Middleton fan, and I'm not. But what I'm saying is, you're 100% right. If you take Chris Middleton, well, actually, yeah, you could take Chris Middleton and run without Giannis. They still were actually not that bad when Giannis was hurt. But no, they're not going to win the same thing. Same thing if you take you could take Jokic off of Denver and say, well, they're going to win. No, but you're trying to tell me that Jalen and Jason were close. Like I just don't see that. So if I take Jamal Murray off and keep the same team with Jokic, I think they're not as bad. They don't go far off. I think you take the number 1 and take him off. Like you take Giannis off, obviously they drop down. But if you keep Giannis and you take Chris Middleton off, it's not a big drop. That's my point. Like if you take LeBron off and AD runs with it shouldn't be a huge ass drop. If you take LeBron off and don't have AD, it shouldn't be a huge ass drop. Them two should be able to hold the team up for each other. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, that's not going to happen. That's my whole point.
I think if you took off Jason Tatum Jaylen Brown would hold Boston, get them in the
6.
playoffs.
It gets 6.
They be 8, 9, 10.
I think
I'm
they
just saying
10.
they're at the bottom. That's what I said. They be at the bottom. I'm saying Jason Tatum could keep them top 3 without Jaylen Brown.
We agree that Jason Tatum's the best player on the team. I just don't
Yes.
agree on the gap.
I think it's a huge gap.
See, didn't I tell you? The boxing wise, I said it. It's smaller than what he was thinking.
I'm still not understanding the boxing analogy for the life of me, but I just go, yeah.
Okay.
Well, people, it's the sad part of the show where I gotta go. You already know. I just like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, sir. We done dogs, baby. Woo.
I can't do it.